film industry in the Midwest, Cincinnati, Ohio. That's right. A film starring Danny Glover and Isaiah Whitlock called The Old
I forgot
Man
to
and the
tell him
Gun
that I stood in for
filming
Whitlock.
Cincinnati just a few months ago.
WLWT News 5's Alexis Rogers brings us the story of a relationship between Glover and his Cincinnati look-alike off-screen is warming many hearts.
One Cincinnati man went from picking cotton when he was younger to being a part of a full-fledged movie that was shot right here on the streets of Cincinnati. He says it pays off to be a jack of all trades. Kenneth Hewdell White takes pride in restoring classic cars at a shop in Elmwood.
I'm taking your voice.
Thanks to a push from his wife, he tried to get one of those classics into The Old Man and the Gun. The movie is set in the 70s and needed cars from that era for street scenes. While White had his cars in mind,
I took it on location to see if they wanted to use it in the movie. They saw it, they loved it, but they said a little bit too fancy.
casting directors had other plans.
And they're listening to me as I'm talking like I'm talking now. And they just said, well, how tall are you? I told them how tall I was. I said, I'm 6'3". And they looked at each other and says, Danny Glover, stand there. I said, oh, yeah, I'll stand up for Danny.
For 4 weeks in March, White played Glover's double.
But it's a good movie, and it's enjoyable, and some mixed drama, comedy. There's some funny things going on in there.
It's the quirky relationship between White and Glover that formed Offset that caught many people's attention.
The biggest question with everybody was, how did he get Danny Glover to his house?
Mother's Day was the day, and his mother-in-law was excited, to say the least.
When he came to the house and she had that opportunity, he laughed. I mean, that probably was the most, we'll never forget that moment. She was so happy, and he was just as happy to see her reaction to him.
Both Glover and White were surprised to see how much they had in common.
When you see Danny, do you see yourself?
I do. I saw a lot of me in Danny. You know, the way he approached people and the way he talked. And I mean, it was just fun. Just working with people and seeing this developed. I can't wait to see the movie, and I encourage everybody to, if they can, go see the movie. It's going to be a good movie.
You'll see this location as well as others around Greater Cincinnati in the movie when it comes out in 2018. Reporting downtown, Alexis Rogers, WLWT News 5.
White says many people behind the scenes were from the surrounding areas like Hamilton, Westchester, and the West Side, and do not be surprised when you recognize scenes in Middletown, Hamilton, or Dayton.
If I do that little risky business dance where I slide across the hardwood, will you put me in a Tom Cruise movie maybe, or?
Depends on what kind of underwear you're wearing, Mike.
Okay.
That's what he was wearing.
I think I'm going to blush right now and toss it over
You are.
meteorologist Eric Zarnitz. I wasn't thinking about that part.